Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Daytona International Speedway. And of course, as always, I'm here with my partner, Josh Aldridge, and we are watching the number 14 of Tyler Ferguson, who was the fastest there in practice, Josh.
Fastest in practice. I mean, he's laying down good lap times. You walk through pit road, you go to his pit stall and all that. Y'all, all you see is smile and happy faces. They got a good truck for today's race.
I think that's exactly what Tyler said when interviewed right before they started qualifying. They said, "Tyler, how you feeling?" And he just said, "I'm happy to start the race." I think that's literally all he said.
Oh yeah, all he had to say.
But qualifying comes first, and this is where things can get to you. But cool, calm, and collected was Tyler, so we'll see how this goes, Josh. Many racers like Dale Earnhardt Jr. and, there's countless others that said that qualifying is the most nerve-wracking. Would that be your opinion, Josh?
It can be at certain tracks, and you definitely don't want to start off in the back here. I mean, qualifying really don't matter at the super speedways, but you definitely don't want to stay in the back all day and possibly collected in the big. And it's good to start up front.
The big one, we're gonna say possibility because in the Dash Series, the SKs, we did not see the big one.
No, we didn't.
And here in the Sportsman Series, the new name for the Truck Series, we're going to see exactly if there will be a big one. Right now, though, sitting on the pole, and if he can hold it, driving the 22 for G.A.M.E Motorsports, Billy Raydog. Billy Raydog choosing to race for a different team, and in his truck, they placed Sophie Raydog at Raydog Racing. And Billy is going to get across the line and retain the pole here at Daytona. The man was not able to practice, but gets out here and stomps a good qualifying, Josh.
May not have practiced, but he proves he didn't need it.
We're talking about practice here, right?
Yeah.
Not the race, practice. Now we're waiting for the cars to get on the grid. And I'm going to go ahead and run the order, and then we'll talk over some things we'd like to talk about. We got the 22 of Billy Raydog, Chevy for G.A.M.E Motorsports. We got the number 15, Triple C for Fat Money Racing. We got the 65 of Taylor Berger. In the Suave Men Ford for Aldridge Racing. We got the 26 of Barry Stern Parts Jr. for Rad Roots Racing, Chevy. We got the number 16 of Christopher Rich for Rich Money Racing, Ford. We got the 98 of Brad Miller for Michaels Miller Racing, Toyota. We got the 710 of Chronix High for IDK Racing, Toyota. We got the number 88 Brett Reinier for Fat Money Racing, Chevy. We got the number 387 Trey Fanta for Fat Money Racing, Chevy. We got the number 14 of Tyler Ferguson for Ferguson Motorsports, Chevy. We got the number 17 of Sophie Raydog for Raydog Racing, Ford. We got the 420 of Zane High for that IDK Racing, Toyota. We got the number 5 of Aaron Aldridge for Aldridge Racing, Ford. We got the number 11 of Jack Bad for Ferguson Motorsports, Chevy. We got the number 59 of Jeremy Stalehorn for Rich Money Racing, Ford. We got the number 18 of Austin Kieser for Fat Money Racing, Chevy. We got the number 60 of Summer Rain for Rich Money Racing, Ford. We got the 56 of Mikey Henderson for Aldridge Racing Ford. We got the number 1 of Rory Thompson for Rad Roots Racing Chevy. We got the number 95 of Brett Aldridge for Cactus Jack Racing Ford. We got the number 001 of Mike Storm for the Snap-on Racing Toyota. We got the number 007 of Jackson Beauregard for Snap-on Racing Toyota. We got the 93 of Chris Gamble for Gamble Motorsports Chevy. We got the 43 of Blaze for Blaze Motorsports Toyota. We got number 002 of Brandon Cook, Snap-on Racing Toyota. We got the number 57 Bruno Rich Money Racing Ford. We got number 722 Corey Gamble, Gamble Motorsports Chevy. We got the number 7 of Caden Gamble, Gamble Motorsports Chevy. We got the number 99 of Chris Michaels, Michaels Miller Racing Toyota. We got the number 19 of Chris Chaos for EKMS Racing Chevy on that bad boy. Now, Josh, the things I would like to go over. Last week, we seen Brad Miller here in the 98 pull off a victory at North Wilkesboro. And how are you feeling tonight for that Michaels Miller Racing Toyota?
I expect nothing different. I expect dominance. I expect them to be running up front. It'll be tough to go 2 in a row, but never say never, and he can pull it off today.
Brad Miller not really known for being friendly. He's kind of I'm sorry, I apologize. He's kind of a dick. Okay? I don't know how else to say it, Josh.
There's no other way to say it. I mean, spade's a spade.
But ever since getting behind the race wheel, I mean, at first we thought he was going to lose the whole company. We seen it going downhill fast. But he turned it around. I mean, I would like to say they turned it around, but it seemed to mostly be Brad Miller out of the two, him and Ralph McGinnis.
Yes.
And now Chris Michaels is on board. Purchased Ralph McGinnis's half of the company, and so now the real question is, how is Ralph McGinnis going to do in the Grand Stock Series? But we'll talk about that in a couple moments because, we'll talk about that more tomorrow, I guess, is what I should say.
Yeah.
But right now, this race is about to go green. 100 laps here at Daytona Truck Series. We got no stages. There's no halfway caution. It's literally all up to the drivers. And Josh, how do you feel about the new format so far?
I'm enjoying it. Just pull those belt tights, push the paddle to the middle, and let it go.
And doing this new method, we've seen chaos. We've seen uniqueness. I mean, you just seen on the restart, Triple C must not have realized it was time to go. Finally getting up to speed there. We got the 22 of Billy Raydog on the inside. Right behind him is the 65 of Taylor Berger. And to the outside, you got 15 of Triple C. And to the back of Triple C is a good friend of his, Barry Sternparts Jr.
Indeed.
All right. You got a prediction for this race?
My predictions have been sorely wrong, but I gotta say I'm gonna go with Tyler Ferguson.
Tyler Ferguson in the 14 Ferguson Motorsports and kind of needing a win. I mean, not money-wise or anything, but just I think for the morale over at Ferguson Motorsports would really help if they could get a win under him, Josh.
It would boost their ego and give them the confidence that they need, and their confidence is flying high today, and this would be the icing on the cake if they can put off a win today.
I think another team that could really use a win after the series of unfortunate events that have been happening for Aldridge Racing. You got the 65 up here. I can see the 5 not too far back. Mikey Henderson is in this as well. And, I mean, we'll see what happens.
We will indeed. I mean, it's just have to wait and see.
Here we go.
What a car.
Gamble Motorsports 22 of G.A.M.E, the fastest during qualifying, sat on the pole, and he is proving why that 22 was so much faster than the rest, because it is pulling away. But line 2 is going to quick. Oh, what a shift in the back there. Getting a little hairy, but we're holding it straight so far, Josh. Still a whole truck ahead is that 22. But apparently not for long, as that outside line is growing.
It's coming too. I mean, yeah. Won't be long till we see a third line forming.
Barry
already started.
Barry pulled to the outside. They're going to swallow the 15. We see the 65 go to the outside here. Aaron Aldridge also in the middle, it looks like. Oh, big wreck towards the back.
Yellow.
Yellow flag is out.
Big hard hit.
I mean, we're going to have to see exactly what happened here, Josh. It looks like the 7. Oh, hang on. That might have been a little bit bigger than what we thought it was, Josh.
Oh, he looked like he got pushed down low, it looks like, below the yellow line and came back up.
So it looks like Corey Gamble ran into the back of Blaze. Blaze maybe even checked up there. No, Snap-on Racing got into Blaze. Blaze then accordion effect hits Corey Gamble. Corey Gamble goes into Caden Gamble. We see Chris Michaels also involved in this wreck, I believe. Ooh, Michaels hit the wall hard, and I believe so did the 19 here. More hit the back end, Josh.
Yeah.
After seeing the replay, how you feeling, Josh?
I'm feeling we're going to see a little bit more of that.
A little shifting up here towards the front. The 22 of Billy Ray Dog is going to hold the pole position, but behind him, Taylor Berger is going to get that outside line and be in second. Christopher Rich is going to be in third. Triple C fourth. Oh, no, pit road. This is going to put him a little bit of a kink in
A lot of bit of a kink.
and some strategies, but we're going to see what happens here. I mean, it was early for a pit stop, I feel like, Josh.
Extremely early. We were lap 5.
some decisions were made. Christopher Rich in the 16, though, is going to be happily taking that first place spot from Billy Ray Dog. Aaron Aldridge also went with that pit stop. Barry Stern Parts, Triple C, Brad Miller. Looks like Bruno went as well. So far, this race is 5 laps into 100, and things are going about how we expected, Josh.
About going haywire, indeed, yes. And this is what we expected. God, I love that angle.
Waiting to restack these cars up, cleaning up debris, checking on drivers, seeing if we can get anyone else back out on the track that was involved in that accident. Everyone is okay, though, Josh.
And that's a good sign. That's always good news to hear.
We are double file, lights are off on the pace car, and you know what that means, Josh.
Going green next time by.
Now, Josh, do you think that was the big one?
No.
Already
No,
more accidents than the SK race. So Josh thinks we're going to see more. Let's see what happens. Going green this time by. You think this is going to be as bad as the Cup race?
Oh,
At North Wilkesboro?
hopefully not.
A good old demolition derby?
That's what that was.
One car made it back out as the pace car pulls off, and looks like the 722 of Corey Gamble. And look at Rich go. Right now, that outside line scattering. Tyler Ferguson to the back of Chronics. Trey Fanta going to come up to the back of them. They're hoping they get a couple more here. But even just them three, look at them go. And here comes the rest. But that bottom line is going to take over in the corner. Zane High towards the back, tried to go to that outside, and that's going to cost him. Send him to the back of that line. Bruno holding on in front of Chris Gamble. And right now, no one. Oh, a little bit of a bobble out of the bottom line. And that top line's going to get a little bit of edge. Chronic Side now about got his nose in front of that 16, but again into the corner. And that bottom line's just going to be a little bit stronger, Josh.
A little bit stronger, but we'll see. You know, that third line will form here shortly, I do feel.
Chris Chaos also made his way back out on the track. Glad that he is okay as well. Mikey Henderson going to try to have an outside line for him, but nobody going with him. So at some point, Josh, do you guys plan on bringing back the number 6 to the Truck Series?
There's talks of it. We want a full stable in all series, and that is our next move.
Seeing what's going on with the other series, what would you do if the FMRA limited all series to three cars per series, and not being grandfathered in like some of them?
Well, that would, we wouldn't be happy with the move, but that's just, I mean, rules are rules, and if it happens, it happens. But and we would abide by them, but we would definitely petition to keep our fourth stable out there.
But that's not how the FMRA works. FMRA is allowing you to have 4 teams.
Now, yeah.
Oh, look at that outside line. We're 3 wide. Brad Miller making his way up there on that outside line. Got Chris Gamble behind him. Summer Rain has come up to the back of Taylor Berger and by herself is pushing him to the front, Josh. We're seeing a shift. Chronic's High took Rich's bottom, but Rich went middle with Tyler Ferguson. And right now, we are 3 wide at the front. We got an Aldridge Racing number 65 up here. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, Josh, but that used to be the 6th team.
It did. We brought in Taylor, and that's his number. And
wow!
Ooh, wow.
Blaze goes from the outside all the way to the inside. And right now, we're seeing a battle like no other. 3 wide. You see a lot of cars pushed middle. In a situation like this, you're just stuck. If you're any of them cars, the bottom line, middle line, even the outside line once you're 3 wide, I mean, you're basically stuck there if you're not the front car.
Stuck. Probably a good place to be. I feel on the bottom line. But right now, yeah, stuck.
A lot of shifting throughout, everyone trying to figure out exactly what works for them. And a lot of these guys, not all of them, but a lot of them, race in the Grand Stock Series. And so they're also trying to figure that out. Look at that big divider here. Trey Fanta's truck, something wrong with it, Josh. Trey Fanta just dropping.
Dropping like a rock.
And in doing so, that top line, Taylor Berger able to drop in front of Tyler Ferguson. You got Rich there. And this is what the lead looks like. Pedal to the metal, and you're just accepting pushes. Tyler Ferguson gonna go to the outside with Rich. And Austin Kiesler, or sorry, no, Tyler Ferguson to the inside now in front of Taylor Berger. Right now, Rich and Tyler Ferguson fighting Austin Kiesler, Taylor Berger, Chronic, Summer Rain there, top 6. We got an outside line of Brad Miller, Corey Gamble, and someone from Snap-on Racing. Jackson Beauregard, I believe. Nope, Mike Storm. Bruno, Aaron Aldridge also going on that outside. The 95 of Brett Aldridge staying with Aaron Aldridge today. Oh, a big checkup.
Oh, bobbing and weaving.
A big checkup there. And that's going to put a little damper in some of these guys. That middle line just dissipated. Austin Kiesler trying to get someone to go with him. Rich already there. Tyler Ferguson, though, currently leading this race. Corey Gamble able to get back up here to the front after that accident earlier.
Good to see him back up here and making consistent laps.
Austin Kiesler now battling with Tyler Ferguson side by side. Rich to the back of Austin Kiesler. That's 18, 16, and then the 14 and the 65. 65 being Taylor Berger there sitting. Oh, but Austin Kiesler going to drop down, and he's going to take over that bottom line. But that middle line's still going, Josh.
Bottom line still going strong. We got 3 wide racing.
And look who's made his way to the front on that outside, Aaron Aldridge. Being pushed by a teammate. Oh!
Caution. The fuck is the caution for?
You didn't see that?
Wow. Let's go back, see what happened there. I thought we were having some good racing.
And that happened near the front. That could have been devastating.
The 88, I don't necessarily know what happened, Josh. Oh, the 22 and the 65.
65.
Hang on, let's go check out. Where's that 65 at? The 65 right here. We need to see exactly what happened there because that looked terrible. All right. Well, further investigation shows that what happened, and I'll talk you through it. We'll rewind here. Watch the 722. He goes in for a side draft, gets sucked close, and once 2 cars get stuck together like that, Josh, or 2 trucks, it's they kind of just do exactly what you seen. I mean,
yeah, I'm just. I gotta step away for a moment. I'll be right back.
no problem. Right now, cars shifting around, trying to figure out where everybody belongs. We got a crazy start here to this race. The 722 is going to get lucky dog. Which is going to put Corey Gamble back on the lead lap, I believe. Of course, the guys that suffered the worst during that accident, Caden Gamble and Chris Michaels. I believe the 88 should be able to make it back to this race. Still out here, ready to go. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. There'll be races. We got a full schedule posted on our Facebook group, so go find us at the Fat Money Racing Association, the FMRA, on Facebook. And going forward, be a lot of stuff posted there. I believe the return of Chris Snider's weekly report will also be on there. So just pay attention, and maybe me and Josh once a month we'll do a recap, or maybe once every couple months. Try to have Chris Snider join us. Last race we seen Brad Miller come back to win it. This race, I don't know if it's going to be possible for that 98, but man, I've counted them out once, and they came back and proved us all wrong. Right now, the 98 is sitting 4th on the starting grid, so there's always a chance. I mean, you see him, well, you don't see him currently. He's right there, the 98, right behind the 5. Rich and Aaron Aldridge are going to be the ones to start this.
Sorry, I'm back.
There's Josh. Made it back just in time to see his brother and restart this race.
Green flag.
And here we go. Rich, of course, gets that leap that seems to be in that 16. But don't count out that that's outside line once they form together here. And they're off. Look at that push. Brad Miller going to go to the outside already. And the 14 going to follow. They're going to cut Aaron Aldridge.
That was nice.
Split him down the middle. Now he's stuck. 3 wide, no one around. The 98's going to drop down. The 98 just went for it too soon. Oh!
Uh-oh, we got one hitting the wall back there. It is, who is that?
Is that Chronix High? I believe
It
Chronic's high.
He's off the pace.
Gets down below the yellow line. They're not calling caution yet. They're sending someone out onto the track to try to pick up that debris quick. Hopefully they make it. Oh, they got it. They're now back below the yellow line. We should be good here to continue going green.
Put that guy on the track and field team. He's fast. Jeez.
Did you see that guy? He sprinted out there.
Yeah. He's all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Mikey is now up here in front of Brad Miller. Aaron Aldridge found himself on the bottom line here, and now he's going to be stuck for a good portion of the next lap. It's going to let Bruno down in front of him, trying to split up that middle line. Or sorry, not Bruno, Jeremy Stellhorn. Excuse me. But Rich still holding on here to the front. They're 3 wide.
Wow.
Jackson Beauregard to the outside. In the middle is Mikey Henderson. And to the inside, well, now to the inside, Mikey Henderson goes down in front. I don't know what to think right now, Josh.
I'm speechless at the moment.
The SKs were here. It was a pretty good race, all in all. Hope you guys enjoyed that yesterday. Today is the truck race, which you're watching right now. Mikey Henderson leading Brad Miller to his outside. The 98 of Brad Miller still finding a way to stay in the front here, Josh. Mikey right now pulling hard for Aldridge Racing. You can see Aaron Aldridge and Taylor Berger on the inside a little ways back. Bruno driving the 57, that outside line falling now. They're going to regain it on the straightaway, Josh. And up goes Taylor. In the back. Chronic's eye is okay. Just anyone that wanted to know, you were a 710 fan, IDK Racing fan. Chronic's eye is out of the truck while they're working on it. He is walking around. He's been checked over. Everything good with Chronic's eye.
That's good to hear.
The 98 of Brad Miller now is dropped down in front of the 56 to the outside, Bruno. The inside line's got to run. The outside line falling apart a bit. I don't know if Josh's comms are working currently, but they've relayed to us that the cars that are falling off is because the red light sensor keeps coming on, and they fall back for a little bit, get some air up under the car or up under the truck, and cool it off, and then they're able to get back on it. Josh, do you have a comment on any of that? But
This is news to me, but definitely something that's worthy to keep an eye on because that's definitely something to be worried about.
just happened to the one truck. He had to let up, and now he's back on it again, coming around. It's really just a moment. They have to wait. They are pushing these trucks to the brink right now with the current setup.
Yeah, I mean, they're pushing it to the limits, no holds barred, balls to the wall. But all for nothing, you got to go. You got to go.
Brad Miller is in second right now to Bruno unless he can get up around him. Bruno has a pretty exceptional record here in the Truck Series for in his rookie year. So see what he can do here. Summer Rain getting a push up to the front by Taylor.
We got a third line forming up here in the top here. Ride racing.
Trey Fanta looks 16, just had that red light come on. Now he's able to get back on it. Just happened to the 59. The trucks are experiencing overheating. They only have to let off for a little bit, but in that little bit, look at that momentum they lost.
I mean, they lose a lot. But it's better to lose.
Wow!
Whoa.
Summer Rain goes from the outside all the way to the front of Brad Miller to the inside. And there goes Mikey. Mikey trying to get something forming on that inside line. Brad Miller going to join him. Summer Rain's going to fall to the back of, to the nose of Rich. And this is where things start getting hairy. You can almost start feeling the caution flag getting itchy.
I do see the flag man. The yellow flag already in his hand. He's anticipating the caution any second now.
I mean, look at them all get split up here. No one knows where to go. They seem to like that high line, though, over the middle, which I don't blame you.
Too.
Yeah, I don't blame you there.
Ooh. If I was in that middle lane, my butthole would be puckered up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're 33 laps into a 100-lap race here at Daytona International Speedway, and it has been unique.
Yeah, that's a word.
That front line pulling away, but some of these guys still have something left in the tank. We'll see if anybody can match it. Right now, Brad Miller leading this race, though, Josh. The 98 team just seems to have it together.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, they got something going, and it's working to perfection at the moment.
Rich just reclaimed the lead. Rory Thompson there. Tyler Ferguson pushing. We're about to see this third line try to make its way back up here. These guys aren't done yet. Oh, the 56. Red light came on. Mikey Henderson having some issues there. The 5 gets down, trying to get out of the way. Jeremy Stellhorn going to follow him. This is Jeremy Stellhorn's rookie season. Oh. Getting a whirl squirrely there towards the front. 16 gets left high and dry. Brad Miller going to reclaim the lead, but for how long?
A split second.
Taylor has now made his way back to the front. Getting real squirrely there towards the back. The 5's red light came on. He lost a lot of momentum coming out of that corner, Josh.
A lot, yeah. I mean, they're getting spaced out. As you said on that top line, they get pit stops at the beginning.
You see Rich go to pit road.
Mikey went with him.
And this is where things are going to start to get a little tricky. Looks like the 43 of Blaze is hoping to jump to the lead here if everyone goes to pit road. I think he's going to be sadly disappointed. Look at Aldridge Racing with him. Taylor and... Oh! And a caution flag.
Get a deep breath.
I just caught the tip of it.
Oh, boy, I thought, woo. That looked worse than that could have got bad.
We got to figure out where this started at. I think Brett Aldridge. Ooh, it was back there, Brett Aldridge. All right. Let's get Oh! Oh!
Oh, my gosh. This may, in fact, be the big one we've been waiting on.
It might have been, but I need to see one more time. What happens to this 95, Josh? If you could throw your opinion, I'm going to play it, let you look.
Do you think he may have had to let off because of the getting overheated and had to let off and just got rear-ended?
The guy in our ear is saying, watch the back end of the 59. So we're going to do that on this play. Okay. Jeremy Stellhorn seemed to have gotten into... I mean, that's what I see there. Is that what you seen?
That's exactly what I'm seeing.
So we're going to play this one more time. Might have been the big one. Here at Daytona... I mean, look who was all involved in that. Unbelievable, Josh.
Yeah.
Pit road takers. Rich and Mikey Henderson went to pit road before the caution, so they're going to be out. Trey Fanta, I don't know if he hit pit road already and he's out, or what's exactly going on there, Josh.
I don't know either. Phones are lighting up. We have messages. Is it from... Oh, okay. That was come across our news board confirming what we've already said about the caution.
What a big wreck here at Daytona. SK's caution free. The truck race, not so much.
Mayhem.
You know, last season we didn't see so much wrecking. What do you think's bringing out the aggression level in these teams, Josh?
They're getting used to everybody. They're getting used to their surroundings. They're getting used to big race atmosphere and getting a little bit gutsy with their moves and calls, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you, Josh. Also, do you think the fact that some of these teams have gained some money now, they've made some money from the races themselves, like some teams have generated a profit. Do you think that plays a role in the aggression of the drivers?
Hedro. If you got the money to be a little bit good, you're going to.
Tyler Ferguson said something's not right with that 14, and you just seen him pull out a line into the pits. So
Which
see,
is the same. He's been he's been running up front all race long and in contention and up, running up in the top 10, top 5. It's a shame to see him having hit pit road right now.
they're hoping he can make it back out before these guys go green. Yep, currently already on the way back out, Josh.
He'll be all right.
Go a little quicker, Ferguson.
Just watch out for a jet dryer.
Oh, there he is. Damn you. Rich is going to, again, start this off. Rich has had a great truck tonight here at Daytona.
Great truck, definitely on the restarts. I mean, he has a truck that's great on the restarts, great for a short-term racing, see how we can do if we get a massive long green flag run under our belt.
Todd just walked in to our announce booth here. He's handing me a note. Thank you, Todd. Todd is now smiling at. Oh, you want me? You're gonna stand? Okay. All right. Todd wants me to open this.
A little creepy, but okay.
He has a question for you, Josh, and he's smiling at you currently. The question is, do you think the fact that this is the only Daytona race also plays a factor going on the question earlier about the aggression, I'm guessing?
Yeah, this being the only one, you want to win at Daytona. This is your only shot. You're going to take opportunities that you normally wouldn't take.
Wow! Ooh. We might need to check that 16. Look at it pull away. All right, everybody catches up to it quick. Maybe it was just a good restart on the 16. Shifting, moving, making room. Mikey has now gotten up here. Back to the side. Oh, and the bottom line going to pull away once again. Rory Thompson's first year here in the Truck Series. But he did drive in the Grand Stock Series, and still does for Rad Roots Racing, and he's driving here in the 1 for Rad Roots Racing. So, we'll see how this goes. Not as much risk-taking here at the beginning of lap 42 or 41. But I think I might have just jinxed us because I see Trey Fanta trying to form a third line.
Got nobody taking no takers right now. He's a sitting duck, dropping like a rock the way he is right now.
If you guys missed the wreck earlier, I suggest that you go check it out in the race in full. Would be great for us. A lot of shifting there towards the back. We have a taker. Summer Rain, Blaze. They're gonna cut the 57 of Bruno. It looks like. No. They ended up cutting Summer Rain instead. The 420 tried to make room for the 60, but she did not get over. She's still falling back. look at Mikey get over in front of Rich, and now he's leading. Rich is going to go to the outside. A big shift there going to cause a third lane. And I don't know if Rich realizes, but he just knocked the 57 out of the front of this race.
I'm pretty sure they're relaying that information to him now.
Oh, big checkup by the 420 there. The 420 going to try to go to the outside now. Mikey doing a great job tonight. I know you're paying attention, and
definitely.
I think Aaron Aldridge has had him around him pretty much the whole race, so he notices.
Oh yeah.
A good night for Taylor as well. It's been a good night for Aldridge Racing.
Definitely something that we was hoping and needing after last weekend. We're happy right now, I can tell you that.
Unfortunately for everyone on this track, I don't know if we've seen the big one. Like, that last one could be the big one, but the way these guys are still racing, I don't know, Josh.
Yeah, you're right.
Do you think we've seen the big one already, or do you think there's still one to come as they form a third line? Oh! Oh!
Yeah, there's one right now.
Oh! What was that? The three?
Wow.
No! We're going to have to see this. Here we go. Oh. Wow. So, Jeremy Stellhorn again. I think he got rear-ended. We're going to have to see. What was this? 002 Brandon Cook. And we're going to move camera. No.
Oh.
It was Chris Gamble. Just, what do you think happened there?
I don't know. That's hot. That looked weird, whatever happened.
It's like they just got sucked together.
Yeah.
And in the process takes out Trey Fanta. Not as big as the last race, but a little bit of damage there to Jeremy Stellhorn. I do not have a caution counter. I'll start doing that. It'll start on the next races. A caution counter.
This is our third caution, if my math is right.
I don't know if that is or not. I can't attest to that. Mikey in the lead, and I mean, apparently, we're going to see a lot more cautions.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Rory Thompson able to get in front of the 16. Rad Roots Racing probably really appreciate this. That's something that a lot of people don't mention enough, I think, on racing, is like the winner is a big deal, but everyone, like, you get top, especially with this many vehicles on a racetrack, you get top 10, top 5, or at least even play around in the lead throughout the day, get noticed on camera, right? Isn't that what we've been saying in the meetings, Josh?
Yeah. Yes. I mean, being noticed, running up front and all that that translates into a lot of great things for you as a driver and an owner.
So, I mean, you see these guys take these big risks, and you're like, well, I mean, yeah, you made it to the lead, or you made it to second place or whatever, but what's that going to entail for the rest of the race? And, I mean, the fact that they even made it to that position means something if they can make it something.
Indeed.
Like Rory Thompson, you don't really see him much in the Grand Stock Series up front every now and then, but I mean, tonight he's been running up front. He's been pushing guys to the front. You've seen him take risks forming the third line. He pushed Aaron Aldridge earlier in the race to take the lead. I mean, the number one truck has made himself known, and you may have never heard of him before.
Yeah, and that's something unique. Sometimes at a super speedway, you'll hear a driver's name that you don't often hear that often, and it's for the reasons we're hearing his today.
Chris Chaos has made his way to the front. He was involved in that wreck earlier. It's happy to see him there. You also see the 17 of Sophie Raydog, Next Level Racing, in front of Aaron Aldridge, and she was not up here earlier. So this, I mean, you're seeing a lot of shifting here at super speedways, like Josh was saying. But then you're also still seeing your guys who are up front, Mikey, Rich, Aaron. Bruno was a very top driver in the truck series last season, and I'm not surprised to see him up here now, Josh.
Not surprised at all.
The 98 of Brad Miller lurking there. I wonder what's going on with Tyler Ferguson. Earlier, he is in the field. He is back on the track. Truck looks good. So we're going to be good there. Hopefully, he can remake it to the front, Josh, after whatever issues caused him to dive back down on pit road.
I believe he's going to be fine. He'll be back up here soon.
Mikey is going to get a little bit of a jump. The 16, though, right with him. These two together might be a problem for the field. We'll see if they lock up. You see the 16, you see the 57, you see the 60. This is all rich money racing. The 59 of Jeremy Stellhorn not out here currently after the big accidents. It was two big accidents took that truck out. And again, no injuries on Jeremy Stellhorn. And Rory Thompson on the outside getting pushed by Chris Chaos, Sophie Raydog, Aaron Aldridge. Trey Fanta trying to keep that truck in play. We're 51 laps in to a 100-lap race here at Daytona International Speedway. These guys have fought hard. We've seen wear and tear. We've seen wrecks.
It's just a matter of time before that third line starts to form.
They are pushing on each other. Trey Fanta's starting to catch up. There goes Aaron Aldridge. I believe that's Brad Miller going with him. No, Brad Miller going to dive back low on him. And they're going to cut Aaron Aldridge. And Rory is going to get in front. Chris Chaos to his outside. Mikey's behind Rory now. Sophie Raydog there, the 98. But look, Aaron Aldridge has got friends now.
He's got friends in high places.
The 007 of Jackson Beauregard. The 22 of Billy Raydog. The 002 of Brandon Cook. This is what's consisting of that outside line, pushing Aaron Aldridge all the way to the front. Can he get over? He tried. No. You know they're not done yet. They're going to try again, but that line has fell apart a little bit. But Aaron Aldridge's going to try.
He's not only trying, he's succeeding at the moment.
Gets a little bit in front, but not enough to drop down. But 19's going to swerve a little bit. 19's lost. Can the 5 get down? He doesn't want to get down, maybe. Oh! Oh!
Hard hit. No caution.
Hard
hit anyway.
Hard hit. The 22's trying to get off the track. And we'll see if Billy Ray Dog is able to get off the track there.
There goes that guy again, all dropped up on Mountain Dew, picking up that bumper.
Jeez. He is fast. Where'd we find him?
I don't know, but we might have taken from methamphetamines or something. Jeez.
Mikey Henderson retakes the lead. That outside line of Aaron Aldridge and company still pushing.
Fine.
Oh, and Rory is going to get to the the outside of Mikey.
Side by side.
Aaron Aldridge just has a nose ahead going into the corner, but that top line can't hold with the bottom two until they get back on the straightaway. It's been chaos. Total chaos. Rory dives down in front. Aaron Aldridge fighting with everything he has. The 19 keeps losing pushers. Mikey's going to jump out. There is no give out of any of these drivers tonight, Josh.
No give whatsoever. Laps are winding down. We're under halfway. It's time to start executing on those plans and decide where and how you want to race.
Mikey again gets a push by Chris Chaos, retakes the lead. Rory gonna cut him. Rich has made his way back up here. Aaron Aldridge is just begging for somebody to give him a good enough push here. Triple C is hopping over. He's got Snap-On Racing, 007, Jackson Beauregard, Mike Storm, the 001. Triple C, and here comes the 93. Oh, no!
Ow.
Oh!
A big one.
Oh, no!
Oh, no.
Racing or something, you know?
What happened there?
Oh, no.
Right behind Aaron Aldridge. I mean, wow, again. The second one, right behind Aaron Aldridge.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, the 18. I mean, everybody is in this wreck. Let's try to get a better view here, camera guys, if we could. The 19, 98, the 18, 001, 007. I mean, wow.
The big one.
The big one. But you know who made his way in all that to just claim the lead in the caution? None other than Aaron Aldridge, who I'm about to just nickname Lucky at this point, because it's been 2 wrecks now. They happened right behind the number 5, Josh.
Lucky Indeed. And look, that's a lot to do with it at Daytona.
I mean, we've seen big wrecks tonight, and I was that the biggest one? Would you say that's the biggest one so far?
That's the biggest one so far.
So far. A lot of takers to pit road. The field is dwindling, Josh.
Once again, Demolition Derby.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you asked for a shakeup in the FMRA. You said that, and I read your comments, believe me, I did. You said in several races that it was boring, that if I was going to watch this, I'd watch NASCAR, and I won't even watch that snooze fest. Quote for quote what somebody commented, Josh. And what do you think now?
I'm thinking they're eating their words. I hope they have a salt shake with them because these give those words a little bit more flavor because they're eating them right now.
Well, Aaron Aldridge is going to have Mikey to his outside. And Mikey has already went over the radio and told him, said, hey, boss, we're racing this one to the checkered flag. And I don't know exactly what that means. Do you want to elaborate on that, Josh?
Well, if you would have heard Aaron's radio, he would have said, I wouldn't have it any other way. They're racing. There's no going to be no let the boss buy. Let's get a win for the team. They're racing for the win themselves. They both want this win. They both want to put into the victory lane. And there's not going to be any, well, here you go, you take it.
And exactly what Josh said, I wouldn't want it any other way if I was an owner, which I'm not. I do have some money to invest maybe someday, but we'll talk about that at a different time. Currently, they're lining up, and I mean, if you look at the top two pushers, we're looking at guys that have been running up front all night. You got Rory Thompson behind Aaron Aldridge, and you got Christopher Rich behind the 56. Now, where I start throwing questions at it is I've not seen Sophie Raydog as a pusher, but I have seen Chris Chaos as a pusher. And if we're going in line, if Sophie Raydog can pull off her stuff, I don't know. But I do know that 19 is going to give it everything he's got, Josh.
Yeah, everything.
Look how small the field has gotten with all the wrecks. And you know, Aaron Aldridge also said on the radio while we were listening something about as long as I stay in the front, I won't be in it.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's why they avoid the big one is run up front.
Ford has had a pretty dominant Daytona here. A lot of their drivers have made it up front tonight, and you know they're probably extremely happy. Rich Money only runs Ford in the Truck Series, which a lot of these drivers only run certain manufacturers here in the Truck Series. But the pace car is pulled off, green flag. Aaron Aldridge is going to get a little bit of a jump.
That's not necessarily a good thing.
Mikey's got the 16 pushing him. The 007's trying to get the 19 up there, but issues with the 19, I guess, on this restart. But here he's starting to come. We're already seeing shifting towards the back. Mikey gets a heck of a push. Wow, Josh.
Can he hold that lead coming down to the Grove? Indications are seeing. Well, never mind.
61 laps into a 100-lap race here at Daytona.
Wow, that was too close to call right there.
Aaron Aldridge is currently holding on with Rory and team pushing back there. They got a little loose coming out. Mikey feels like it's his moment, but it's not enough. Is it? No. Now you know there's teams here that would love to get up and payday finish here at Daytona. Which, I mean, all teams would love it, but teams that would benefit more from it than others that don't have such a big operation already, like EKMS Racing, Ray Dog Racing up here. Michaels Miller Racing could use it just for a little bit of incentive.
Yeah.
I mean, for everything they've done in the last season or two. Mikey lost his top line there, falling back hard. Rich all by himself is trying. And look at him go.
Like he comes down low. He's got a good pushing now. I thought Rich wasn't.
And Rich now drops down. God, that bottom line is getting wavy.
Quarterback is definitely getting wavy. They're definitely wanting to try something.
17 pulls out. 98's going to come right up there.
And look who's running up near the front after having to go down pit road.
Tyler. No, it's not Tyler Ferg. That's the 88 of Brett Rainier.
Oh, I thought that was Tyler. My mistake.
I think Tyler was caught up in that wreck earlier because I currently do not see the 14.
Oh.
A line has formed on the outside once again. The 88 of Brett Rainier, the 98 of Brad Miller, the 420 of Zane High, Barry Sternparts Jr. and Trey Fanta, and they've got to run. The 88 has now took the lead. The 98 beaten on the outside there, but still holding on. Right now you're seeing the effects of losing the draft. Taylor Berger fell off the draft, and you see him just sinking back there. And Mikey's going to try the outside once again. Mikey gets into the front here now, the 98. Who just, after pushing someone to the lead, doesn't seem to have it. The 88 gonna jump to the outside. We're about to be 70 laps into a 100-lap race here at Daytona. And it's been one for the record books as the 88 is going to take the lead. Possibly, no. Is Mikey going to hold on? No, the 88 drops down. Right now is one of the most critical times because we don't know when these guys are going to have to pit again. Only they know. Oh!
A bobble right there.
The 5 yelling over the radio that he is in the worst spot right now. The outside line got to run. But not enough, but the inside line bobbles, so if they can hold on and take off here, they all need to link together on the straightaways, but they don't got it. Brad Miller just can't get that 98 to the front, and he is trying, Josh.
He gets momentum, but then it kind of goes away from him. But right now he's got a strong, strong run going.
Sophie Raydog to the outside all by herself, somehow climbing. The third line is forming, and this is where things get hairy. Well, hairier.
Hairier, yeah.
Bruno's going to jump the outside with Sophie. Here comes the 1 in the 387. No, the 002. 387 there in the middle. And Sophie Raydog about to be back in the front. No. A little bit out of the 98 and the 420. But they got 4 on that outside line, Josh.
They getting mighty racing, mighty hairy. Hairs on my neck's beginning to stand up.
Oh!
Pit stops. Or
I think that pit stop saved a wreck from happening.
could that have been a pit stop, or does he have a problem?
I think he got knocked into pit road by the 1. Right now, Brett Rainier is holding the lead. Brad Miller right behind him. You got Rich. There goes Rich to pit road. So maybe pit stops were happening there, Josh.
All right.
I thought the one hit him, though. The 88 holding the lead. I don't know when he'll have to go to pit road. Maybe this time by. The 98 still to his outside. Got the 57 of Bruno. The 17 of Sophie Raydog. The 26 of Barry Sternparts Jr. The 420 of Zane High. Corey Gamble in this after being in the first wreck of the night and maybe even a couple others. In summer rain. Look at his hand movements there, Josh.
Wow.
Coming up on traffic. The 88's gonna get stuck. Sophie.
Uh-oh.
Sophie goes to pit road. Corey Gamble gonna end up taking the lead here. The 88 now going to take the lead there. And they lose the 98. I mean, look at all the cars out of the race. Chris Michaels, Caden Gamble, Chronix High, Brett Aldridge, Jeremy Stellhorn, Blaze, Billy Raydog, Tyler Ferguson, Chris Gamble, Triple C, Austin Kiesler, Mike Storm, Jack Bad, Trey Fanta, Rory Thompson ended up a lap down. Chris Chaos ended up a lap down. And right now, just when will these guys have to go to pit road? They skip it again.
They're definitely on another race strategy than most.
Corey Gamble currently has the lead. Summer Rain holding in there, Brandon Cook, Brett Rainier, 19 of Chris Chaos is a lap down after the accident with Rory Thompson. You know he's probably begging for a caution.
Yelling on the radio, there's debris everywhere. It's even raining on the back stretch.
And right now, Corey Gamble, everyone's kind of split up. Corey Gamble going to go high on the 60. I think the 60 is going to go to pit road. No.
No. This time around, maybe.
The 88 goes to pit road. But Summer Rain, Corey Gamble, and Brandon Cook all still on the lead lap and have not hit pit road yet. We're 83 laps in of 100, and I think it's fair enough to say that we've seen the big one.
Yes.
Not enough cars on the track to have another big one.
No.
Pit road, Corey Gamble. 2 left. Do you think either one of these guys, or sorry, girl, guy, both of them, do you think either one of them risk it here? Like, end up a lap too short on gas, half a lap? Like, what are you thinking, Josh?
I'm thinking we might be seeing some on running on fumes and coming to a stop real soon because we've learned that you don't want to stretch as far as you think you can go because it will reach up and bite you in the butt.
In the SK series, we don't know exactly how it would work on this track. We learned that you think that you need to hit pit road, you should probably hit pit road. Again.
Memo.
Wow. Let's go instead. Looks like Corey Gamble is the next one. Brandon Cook and Summer Rain still battling here. Chris Chaos still begging for a caution there. And neither of them, Josh.
I am convinced they have gasoline in the roll cage or running on pure luck. Maybe they hit pit road and we miss it somehow. I'm not sure.
Brandon Cook might have pitted in Summer Rain. I don't know if that was this time, though, Josh.
Okay.
I don't know. It's hard telling.
And they're still not pitting.
Can they make it to the end side by side?
No, they're using up all they got racing side by side that way. If they're smart, they'll get in single file.
All these guys are seeing are each other. They don't see the rest of the pack right now. Still no word of either two going to pit road.
Not this time either. No.
About to be 22 laps left. Or sorry. That's wrong math. That math didn't math. 12 laps left. And right now, Brandon Cook and Summer Rain are showing no signs of going to pit road. Could this be the race till the end? Or are they
Can't be.
Are they gonna have to dip off, Josh? And again, no signs of going to pit road. Christopher Rich, though, back here fighting for third. Got Corey Gamble to his outside. Bruno, Barry Sternparts Jr. I mean, they're all fighting back here for position. Aaron Aldridge is falling a little bit further back. Can't seem to get through the traffic as Brandon Cook and Summer Rain are on the backstretch. They've been fighting each other for several laps now. And again, no one to pit road. We have 10 laps left. Brandon Cook is asking on the radio, do we have 10 laps? And Summer Rain's crew chief in the radio is saying we do not have 10 laps. What do you think, Josh?
I was about to say just that. They're asking and they're like, no.
Oh,
He's tipping off. He's tipping off.
Brandon Cook has to go low. That leaves Summer Rain up here.
Now, how long can she go before she has to hit pit road? I said within the next 2 laps. It could be as soon as this time around.
9 laps left here at Daytona. She is hugging that yellow line.
She's coming in this time around. Little bobble.
And Summer Rain
Maybe not.
is going to go to pit road.
She's hitting pit road.
And that's going to put Christopher Rich in the lead. But it's not been easy for him back here, Josh.
It's a hornet's nest right now.
Zane High is 1 lap down, so he don't count. The 65 of Taylor is 1 lap down. He don't count. It's literally a race right now between Rich and Corey Gamble in the 722 and Barry Stern parts if he can get up there. Rich is all by himself, though. This bottom line needs to get back up to him. You hear crew chiefs warning drivers, saying, hey, it's getting racy again. Seven laps to go, Josh. And Rich pulls ahead just ever so slightly. Six laps to go here at Daytona. That outside line just doesn't seem to have enough. But then the outside line is going to gain a line if Chris Chaos and Aaron Aldridge can make that work.
Two good drivers. I mean, if anyone can, these two drivers can form a third line. You just got to get some takers to help them with it.
They're falling off pace bad. They chose to get back in line there. I think smart choice till they get up to speed. We're 5 laps to go, about to be 4. As we cross the line, Rich still in the lead. Corey Gamble just can't seem to get the 420 up there far enough so he can have a chance. Oh, there he does! And Corey Gamble going! Oh my! And just like that, Corey Gamble has leaped to the lead!
How is that for excitement?
3 laps to go. The 420 going to cut back to the outside. He is a lap down, so he does not count. And again, the 420 is going to get pushed hard, but not enough to get in front of the 722. Corey Gamble holding the lead here. As we come around.
Ooh. Bitter.
Jack Bad had to hop out of line. 2 laps to go. That outside line was trying with everything they have to give a push, but not enough. The outside line dropping, but until the straightaway, now they're gaining again. White flag this time by. And he's pushed the 420 to the lead. Well, not the lead because he's the lap down, but the 26 is taking the lead. Barry Sternparts Jr. currently in the lead. He's going to hop down.
The preferred line is the bottom line. Let's see if it holds it strong for him.
We are on the last lap. The 98, though. Brad Miller has a chance.
He's got a good run. He's got a strong run coming.
Not enough into the corner. Maybe he could get it going into the front straight.
Lost a lot of momentum.
Barry Sternparts Jr. in the lead. 420. Zane going to the outside.
It's not going to be enough.
Barry Sternparts Jr. wins here at Daytona in the Truck Series. And the order goes: Barry Sternparts Jr. in first, Corey Gamble second, Christopher Rich third, Brad Miller fourth, and the 88 of Brett Ryanier in fifth. Mikey Henderson sixth, Bruno in seventh. You got the 17 of Sophie Ray Dog eighth, the 5 of Aaron Aldridge ninth, and the 007 of Jackson Beauregard in 10th. Now go ahead and pause and read the screen. You want to see where you finished if you were not called, or where your driver finished or whatever. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow for the Grand Stock Series.